What's going on, everyone? This is Kunal. The mysterious Bitfinex. What is their real influence on the crypto market? In this video, I'm going to go over Bitfinex and everything involved. This really mysterious and kind of shady exchange that has one of the top exchange volumes for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies of all exchanges in the crypto market. Now, here's how you can prove that. So all digital currency exchanges volume ranking, you can find this on coinhills.com, and it lists Bitfinex as number 6. So actually Bitfinex is kind of exaggerating now when they say that they are the largest cryptocurrency exchange. That's not true anymore, because in the last 6 months Binance and others have really surpassed them. Bitflyer, some of these other ones from China and Hong Kong and other areas have surpassed Bitfinex, but it is still one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges by volume. And you can prove this right here. If you go to CoinMarketCap and under Bitfinex's section under CoinMarketCap, you can see that their trading volume is $362 million. Now, it was higher than this before. It was over $1 billion not too long ago. It was multiple billions of dollars during the bull run, crypto bull run of late 2017, December, January of 2018. But in this video, I'm going to discuss really what's going on. What is Bitfinex and what kind of power does it hold on the market? Could it be possible that Bitfinex is responsible for a lot of the market manipulation that we've heard about and rumored about in cryptocurrency? So first, let's take a look at this. Bitfinex EOS block producer voting selection was led by a few whales. So EOS has taken a lot of crap recently because of its failure in its when it went on the mainnet, and Bitfinex of course was involved in that as well. So according to the analysis of the EOS followers on Reddit, Bitfinex got an overwhelming support in the form of votes from the 4 whales. In order to determine whether his source of data was reliable, he posted a query on Reddit. He asked how particular block producers managed to get the winning votes. This was particularly amazing considering the fact that some of the block producers solely depended on the votes from the whales to win. The users at Reddit went a step further and carried out statistical analysis on the number of votes and matched the individual votes to the block producer they voted. And Bitfinex got 50% of the votes to become a block producer from 4 whales. So the kind of, downslide for EOS and centralization of the EOS voting system has really been a problem. EOS was supposed to, lead the charge for decentralization, and yet you can see here how a handful of block producers were able to, centralize the EOS voting system. And furthermore, you've seen in other news that we've covered here at Altcoin Buzz, how EOS has, really, trying to force block producers to not, count certain blocks and other issues. So really, the EOS mainnet has not been a success, to say the least, at the start. And Bitfinex, of course, has had their fingers in that, as many other controversial topics regarding cryptocurrency. So here's a controversial topic. Top exec exits Tether and Bitfinex as hundreds of millions in USDT hit crypto market. So Chief Strategy Officer for Tether and Bitfinex, Phil Potter, says he's stepping down from both roles at the 2 companies. So Tether, which I'll go into detail in just a second, but it's a controversial stable coin, and Bitfinex is one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, and it's it's ranking 6 now, but it's still in the world by volume over the past 24 hours. So the 2 companies are closely linked. According to the report by the New York Times, Tether and Bitfinex share the same operators, Phil Potter and Giancarlo Devasini. Reuters reports that Bitfinex's CEO Jan Ludovicus van der Velde will temporarily replace Potter. The close link between the companies has been the source of the ongoing debate that Tether is used to manipulate the prices of Bitcoin. So of course, there you go. Shortly after Bitfinex's CSO's departure, Tether mysteriously mints $100 million of USDT. And unexplained supply spikes have been commonplace on the Tether charts. I mean, take a look at this. They got this from CoinMarketCap, and this is something that I noticed a long time ago as well, and I took a screenshot on my own. But take a look at this. This random jump in their market cap, which means since Tether is a stable coin that remains at $1, if its market cap randomly jumps, that means a whole bunch of just randomly generated, kind of almost out of thin air, if you will. And the idea is, wait a second, you guys are just randomly increasing your market cap, and why? And so just to get you to understand what Tether is, and just to see, take a look at this chart and tell me if this looks natural to you guys. I mean, just take a look at this. Just look at this. This, to me, this does not look natural. This does not look natural when you have these random spikes. That means that a bunch of Tether just got printed and pumped into the market. Now there are two issues here. Of course, there's the issue of, is it backed by a dollar? Is every Tether backed by a real US dollar, so held somewhere in a bank? Or is it just like kind of just printed out of thin air, and it's kind of like a confidence game? But the more important question is, when you're creating a whole bunch of Tether out of thin air, you're bringing a whole bunch of new coins and new value into the market. And I understand how Bitfinex has a vested interest in this, because the more Tether there is on the market, and of course the CEO of Bitfinex is also the CEO of Tether, or the executives in Bitfinex are the executives on Tether. Every single the more Tether there are in the market, the more volume there's going to be for Tether. And if the more volume there is for Tether, the more trading fees the Tether company acquires from that. So you see the vested interest there. Furthermore, you can take the same people running Tether are the same people running Bitfinex, the people who take the money from Tether, these trading fees, etc., or Tether itself, just by printing it out of thin air, they then use Tether to go and buy Bitcoin, and then they take that faulty, value, and then they go on Bitfinex and go trading. So in other words, all Tether trading pairs and all of the volume on Bitfinex combined is all artificial in many ways, and I'll explain that in just a second as well. So everything you need to know about Tether. The cryptocurrency academics claim was used to manipulate Bitcoin. So this article on Business Insider, and here's the key points. So the alleged manipulation centers around exchange Bitfinex and the cryptocurrency Tether, which it is closely linked to. The paper claims Bitfinex used Tether to buy Bitcoin at times of low demand and prop up the price. Bitfinex denies this. It's not the first time concerns about Tether have surfaced. Rumors have been circulating that Tether, a crypto pegged to the dollar, does not have the currency reserves to back it up. The company behind Tether strongly denies allegations. So here's a nice, interesting twist to this story. So meet spoofy, how a single entity dominates the price of Bitcoin. So there is a rumor, and kind of like a urban legend, if you will, out there, that there's this spoofy, right, which could be one trader or a group of traders, or possibly even Bitfinex themselves, manipulating the price of Bitcoin right here. The past few months, he's collected screenshots of a trader he likes to call spoofy. This is from Bitfinex, and I'll go into more detail on Bitfinex too. He's on Twitter, and he does blogs on Hacker Noon, and I really think he's an interesting character that you guys should really take a look at. You'll see evidence of spoofing, wash trading, a sketchy scheme associated closely with Bitfinex and known as Tether, among other shenanigans. So spoofy makes the price go up when he wants it to go up, and spoofy makes the price go down when he wants it to go down. So he's kind of what I would say is the ultimate market maker, if you will. A guy who just places giant orders. So let's take and then pulls them at the last second. So it's kind of like create FOMO or FUD, whichever way he wants to. It can be a giant sell order, a giant buy order. He can pull it. He can repost that buy order. So take a look at an example here, right? So spoofy on Bitfinex drives the price up of Bitcoin by $150 in just a few hours. And this video right here kind of goes through it. You can watch the whole video for yourself, and then you'll be the judge as he kind of places orders and removes orders at the whim, right? And drives the price of Bitcoin one way or the other. So that's spoofy for you guys. Now I want to talk about Bitfinex. So you can follow him on Twitter, and I really like this post that he made here. So what a surprise that exchanges with counterfeit money on them have higher prices. Bitfinex / Tether make up 69.55% of all USD counterfeit USD volume. So when I talked before about how Tether, they can print it out of thin air, pretty much, and there's no proof that they are being audited and that every single Tether is backed by a real US dollar. Take a look at this. BTC USDT. You count all of this volume, and then you count the Bitfinex volume, which I've argued that their volume and the money that the market makers on Bitfinex, meaning the people who generate a lot of this volume, are getting their money and from the Tether, from either printing Tether and selling it for Bitcoin, and then going on to Bitfinex and selling that Bitcoin or trading that Bitcoin around, creating artificial volume. So you look at Bitfinex / Tether, their total volume is 1,215,000,000, while real money exchanges, meaning the rest of them like GDAX, Bitstamp, Kraken, HitBTC, Bittrex, Poloniex, Buybox, etc., Binance, their volume is only 532 million. And this is, of course, a little bit earlier than today. This is more recent, but it's the same concept. It's the same parameters at play here, where Bitfinex and Tether make up about 70% of all volume. So you tell me, you be the judge of this. You take a look at this chart right here, and you tell me what's going on here. So that's one post from Bitfinex. Another post that I really liked is this one that he retweeted from Alien Thoreau. The entire 2017 bull run was Tether prints money out of thin air, uses it to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up due to FOMO. Tether sells Bitcoin for real USD. Now they have $2 billion. See how Tether is backed 1-to-1 by USD? And you wonder why the executive from the US, the Chief Strategy Office's Phil Potter, left. So that's this Bitfinex issue for you guys. I hope I explained Bitfinex, its connection to Tether, and why Bitfinex has a vested interest in Tether and keeping up the high volume and even generating artificial Tether tokens out of thin air. So thank you guys for watching this video. You can follow us at altcoinbuzz.io, which is our website where we have Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak says blockchain is a bubble. Well, here's the thing about Apple co-founder. Maybe he has a vested interest in blockchain not doing well. I will say this. I think that I want cryptocurrency to succeed. And if you want cryptocurrency to succeed, then you want this Bitfinex Tether scandal to be out of the way so that we can actually really move forward with a substantive, non-manipulated market. So in any case, you can follow us at our Twitter page as well under altcoinbuzz.io. You can also follow us at altcoinbuzz ladies, where we have our ladies channel where they post about all of their videos that they put on their altcoinbuzz ladies channel, and over here it's abuzz_ladies. And finally, last but not least, of course, please do like this video, and if you want to, subscribe to our channel at Altcoin Buzz, where we have over 208,000 subscribers. So thank you very much, guys, and have a great day.